So you're thinking about moving to Idaho, but maybe with everything you've learned about the Boise area, it's a little bit too big for you. But you still want to live close to the city. So let me introduce you to Emmett, Idaho. Nestled in the secluded Emmett Valley and part of Gem County, Emmett, Idaho could be Idaho's perfect small town. First and foremost, this valley is beautiful. Surrounded by large hills, the Payette River runs through the Emmett Valley, providing incredibly fertile ground so the valley stays green year-round. The hills are green in the spring and golden in the summer, and it's just a slice of pastoral paradise. With just under 8,000 residents in 2022, Emmett has been largely protected from the massive growth the Boise area has seen. And that is largely due to the topography of the area. In order to get to Emmett, Idaho from Boise, you need to drive up Highway 16, heading north from the Star Eagle border. It's only about a 20-minute drive from there, but you go up a hill, through a little canyon, top over Freeze-Out Hill, and then down into the valley. So this road can be sketchy in the winter, and the story goes that it's called Freeze-Out Hill because in 1864, a freighter and a wagon came to the top of the hill, and due to ice and freezing conditions, the people nearly froze to death, and they said, "We nearly got froze out of the valley." But the good news is today that you can drive up and down the hill with your heater on in your car and some good tires in the winter, so people regularly make the daily commute from Emmett over the hill into Ada County. And there are actually 3 other ways into Emmett as well. There's Highway 52 heading east towards Horseshoe Bend and coming out on Highway 55, which you can then go north to the mountains or south to Boise. That drops you out into Eagle. There's Highway 52 heading west towards Payette and Ontario, Oregon. And another way I've taken quite a bit is to go on Emmett Road out towards Middleton and then Caldwell. It's important to note that there may be more growth coming to Emmett as they are currently in the process of connecting Highway 16 to Highway 84, which is the main highway in Idaho, and that will provide a direct route from that main freeway over to Star and then up to Emmett. So, where exactly is Emmett, Idaho? Well, first, don't forget that I have a downloadable custom Google map that you can get from my website. And I'll put the link to this video about Emmett on that map so you can see exactly where Emmett is. And if you download that, you will have that map for when you come for a visit. Okay, so Emmett is 31 miles or about 45 minutes from downtown Boise. It's 20 miles or about 26 minutes to Eagle. It's 25 miles or about 35 minutes from Caldwell, and it's about 30 minutes over to Highway 55 to get up into the mountains, and it's about 40 minutes from Payette, Idaho out towards Ontario, Oregon, so it is a commutable distance from the major cities in the Boise area, and it's about 45 minutes to the Boise airport. Oh, and of course there is no Costco in Emmett, Idaho, so you'll drive to the Meridian Costco, which is about a 30-minute drive. So it's a pretty good location to be under 45 minutes from all the things a major city has to offer while enjoying small town life. And living in Emmett is all about the outdoor country lifestyle. There's fishing in the Payette River and all the tributaries and ponds in the valley. There's bird hunting, BLM access, the Little Gem Cycle Park for ATVs, dirt bikes, and that area also makes a great place for sledding in the winter. And what about boating? Do you want to go boating? Well, there's Black Rock Reservoir, which I have a video more about the lakes in the area, and I will also link that below. But Black Rock Reservoir is fantastic for wakeboarding, paddleboarding, and fishing on the east end. And what about golf? There is even an Emmett City golf course, which is a 9-hole course that offers 2 for $20 on Friday nights and an annual tournament. Do you like hot springs? There is Roystone Hot Springs offering a family pool and a private pool you can reserve for small groups. There are several city parks, with the main park downtown having play equipment, tennis courts, and they will be putting in a splash pad in the future. There is also the Gem Island Sports Complex, which is along the Payette River and has soccer fields, volleyball courts, baseball fields, and a nice paved path around it along the river. And if you are a car enthusiast, Emmett, Idaho is the town for you. There are 3 racetracks in Emmett. There's Firebird Raceway, which is for drag racing, but they have other events there too. There's Black Canyon Speedway, which is at the fairgrounds, and it's for dirt go-kart racing. And there's the new Blue Valor Motorplex, which is for go-kart racing as well, but it also has an asphalt multi-purpose track. For concerts, dancing, and events, there is the new Stoney's Roadhouse, which will also feature drive-in movies in the future. One of my favorite things about Emmett, Idaho is that it is a self-contained town. So what I mean by that is that you really have everything you need here and you don't have to travel out of the valley to get your daily needs met. It has its own city hall, a Gem County clerk's office, which, by the way, is the best place to go to get a passport and not deal with the waits in the Boise area. There are also grocery stores like Albertsons and Bi-Mart, along with tons of local fruit stands. And for medical, there is Valor Hospital with emergency services, primary health, and many other medical and dental group options. There are a few chain restaurants like Jimmy John's, McDonald's, and Idaho Pizza, but they have several local mom and pop restaurants that are fantastic, like Cowboy's Chop House downtown. And let's take a drive downtown to see what it looks like, and then let's stop into my favorite local spot, Roanne's Diner. Okay, so Roanne's is an Emmett original car hop. They still have the phones to order with, they have a great menu and great prices.
You have to get the garlic fries with your traditional Idaho fry sauce. So good. And gluten-free burgers are made with a local gluten-free Galaxy bun, and they are the best. So good.
So if you wanted a small town in the Boise area, even places like Star and Middleton don't offer a full-service city like Emmett does. But just like Star and Middleton, the one thing Emmett does not have much of is shopping for things like clothes and home goods. There are a few lovely local stores for decor and other things, but you'll still need to make the 40-minute drive to Meridian or Nampa shopping for things like Target, Walmart, or mall-type shops. Or of course, you can always order on Amazon. So what is the Emmett economy like?
So a big part of Emmett's economy is the orchards here. I'm here with Lance today at Gem Orchards. If you guys come for a visit to Emmett, make sure you stop by and get some fruit. And he is going to tell us just a little bit about the orchards here in Emmett.
There you go. Gem Orchards has been here for 7 years, but there's been fruit raised in this valley for more than 100 years. We started with 400 trees. Now we got 6,000 fruits and 53 different varieties. Come and see us soon.
And the peaches and all the fruit are beautiful.
Nice.
Emmett is largely founded on agriculture, but not like large-scale farms like you'll find in Kuna, Nampa, and Caldwell. It is beautiful peach, cherry, and apple orchards, especially on the slopes of the hills, as the soil is perfect for these trees. And just like Gem Orchards, there are many you-pick orchards and fruit markets scattered throughout the valley. The agriculture here is also more pastoral in nature, so there's scattered areas of people raising some cattle, maybe goats, sheep, or horses. The orchards and livestock are honored and celebrated here with community events like the rodeo, livestock shows at the fairgrounds, 4-H is a big part of the valley, and of course, we cannot mention Emmett, Idaho without mentioning the Cherry Festival, which is the biggest event for Emmett, and people come from all around for all things cherry. There is also a farmer's market every Friday and Wednesday in the summers, and the Harvest Festival Street Fair at the end of September. And for you motorsport fans, there is an annual dirt bike rodeo, there's a Father's Day demolition derby, and an annual classic car cruise night, where, of course, you go to Roanne's for a burger and a shake. One more thing to talk about before we get to talking about where you will live in Emmett, Idaho. Let's talk about the schools. Emmett School District has 3 elementary schools, with Carberry being a very highly rated school, and then Emmett Middle School and Emmett High, with the distinctive dome architecture. Football is huge in this valley, and tackle football starts in 4th grade. There is also a large homeschooling population here. Just like the rest of Idaho, you can have your children do dual enrollment. That's a combination of homeschool and public school, as well as you can have them homeschool and then go to the public school extracurricular activities and sports. Okay, so where will you live in Emmett, Idaho? The housing in Emmett is quite mixed, from small, older homes downtown to new custom homes on acreage, to more typical subdivisions, to homes on acre lots, to some new construction subdivisions. The majority of Emmett is older homes on at least half-acre lots, and for a long time there was very little new construction here other than the custom homes on acreage. So there has been some growth from the pandemic housing market, and there is a certain section of the east side of town that is dedicated to more typical new construction subdivisions with an HOA. The largest is Highland Subdivision with a community pool and pickleball courts. I think it's the only subdivision with a pool in Emmett, but there are other new construction subdivisions without pools. Most areas of Emmett do not have HOAs, which is great for freedom, but it also means a hodgepodge of ages, types, and care of homes. The South Slope area of Emmett has some older homes on acreage. It also has many of the orchard properties, and heading southwest, this is a popular area for the custom homes. The northeast side of the valley also has many custom homes, but it's more mixed with older homes as well, and up on the east rim are many custom homes that overlook the valley. Downtown Emmett is mostly smaller, older homes, some needing work and others getting updated, and the rest of the valley is really a mix of a few older subdivisions and lots of homes on some land. So in August of 2023, only 24 homes sold in Emmett, and year to date in September of 2023, there have been 194 homes, which is about 22 homes a month. So you can see that the turnover rate of homes is not high here. Of those 194 homes sold this year, the least expensive was $100,000 for a rundown 760 square foot home that needed a complete overhaul, and the most expensive was $3.5 million, and that was for a 7,000 square foot custom home on a working ranch with over 264 acres, and it was sitting on the Payette River. So for 2023 so far, the median sold price for a home in Emmett, Idaho has been $440,682, which that gets skewed greatly due to the variety of homes here with a variety of acreage sizes, but generally, homes in Emmett, Idaho are more affordable than similar homes on the other side of the hills in the Boise, Nampa, Caldwell area. So, does a self-contained small city offering tons of community events, all the great things for outdoor Idaho living, a quiet, peaceful valley, seclusion from the rat race lifestyle, but still only a 45-minute drive to any big city amenity, and a chance to live a true country lifestyle sound good to you? Well, Emmett, Idaho may be calling your name.
So if you're interested in possibly moving to Emmett, Idaho, or buying or selling a home in Emmett, then please reach out to me, Summer Aston, and my team and I are happy to help. Of course, we're happy to help you with any information about any of the Boise, Idaho area as well. You can go to our website, summerastonrealestate.com. You can contact us there. You can find lots of helpful information with downloadable guides. You can subscribe to our newsletter, and we also have information for you every day on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.